tryna hit my line now. Thinking I'm come find out 1v1, you dust like a wide out. Studio been my hideout, can't shed tears, mama ain't no cry now. On me, gonna blind out, get in the team, gotta pass your tryouts.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the San Francisco 49ers. It's a rematch of Super Bowl 47, -1 Harbaugh. The Ravens and 49ers are underway. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Right to the air is Jackson. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now, after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bottling him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Now Jackson. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. To the end zone. Pick six for a 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, CD, these two teams barely off the buses, and this defense already has a sack and now the interception and the pick six to take the lead.
Partner, you have to think that this was part of their game plan coming in, because they wanted to embrace an aggressive mindset and attack on defense. They were trying to force that quick miscue, and I would say their plan worked to perfection.
Moody good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On second down, here's Jackson. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. It was Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick six, and here he ends up on his backside.
Yeah, and you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick six, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward.
And, partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
Play action. Now Purdy. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Flush to his right. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. Another ground here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down.
It's 4th down.
Purdy on 4th down. And he is caught. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10. Charles, their first drive of the game, and already they're taking chances here, but they get the 4th down conversion. I'm curious, do you think that that's something they game planned for on the opening drive if it came up, or is that something that happened organically?
I think that they game planned for it, Brandon, and when you think about it, let's just say it. The word analytics is a big part of how everyone looks at a game nowadays, but it's not just the analytics. It's a coach willing to be daring, willing to be bold, and it's certainly really there.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Purdy off the play fake. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Patrick Queen came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Danny Gray from 19 yards away. And the 49ers go up by 2 touchdowns. Moody good with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
To throw is Jackson. Throw caught by Flowers. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Complete to Zay Flowers. A gain of 18 on the play.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
2nd and 10. They run over center with Mitchell. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. Here comes 3rd down and 7. From the gun, Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 35. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Ravens nothing.
Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. On the handoff, Mitchell. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. They work now on 2nd and 9. They go play action now. Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well.
But give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
A give here to Mitchell. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Here's a 2nd and 8. Another run with Mitchell. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Lamar changing the play. Mitchell is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Edwards will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is 3rd and goal. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Once more, Edwards. And he will not get in. In fact, he might have lost a yard. Back to the 2. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
With the way things have gone in this game, I think they've got to consider going for it here. I realize it's just the 2nd quarter, so they're not panicking, but they need something to give them positive momentum to get things going.
the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They'll run for it. It's Edwards. And this time he is in. Gus Edwards taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Well, I mean, down early here in this first half, I think they felt their backs were against the wall already, so they go for it on 4th and goal, and they're able to punch it into the end zone.
And they did a nice job there, feeling like their backs were against the wall, but going ahead and hunkering down and pushing forward and getting that score. That continues to give them an opportunity.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone.
Oh, good-looking return set up here. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game. For here's where the breaks are made. It's the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
On first down, Purdy.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Out of the gun, Purdy. Able to find Gray here.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal.
Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey.
And he's going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Purdy now to throw off the play action.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
They go play action here. Purdy.
Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
When I played in the yard as a kid, I used to imitate the spectacular catches that I would see on TV. I don't think I ever imitated one quite that well.
Come on, give yourself some credit.
No, I know better. What we just saw there, that was pretty special.
Throwing here, Purdy.
That's caught at the 3. Touchdown 49ers.
Charlie Warner
From 4 yards out.
And the 49ers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Jackson. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
And they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on the first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out right at the 35. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And Jackson throwing once more. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Now Jackson on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Flowers. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
1st down, Ravens.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Terrific. Touchdown. I know we've got a game now.
Yeah, I think anytime you go into the second half down just 1 or 2 scores, you feel not where you want to be, but in a pretty good spot.
And I think for most teams, when they go into the half in this situation, it's not a lot of adjusting going on. It's much more, all right, guys, let's just play a little bit better than we did in the first half.
Justin Tucker at the kickoff for Baltimore.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Ravens 14.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Justin Tucker at the kickoff for Baltimore.
It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now it's Mitchell. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that'll bring them back within 4. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards, the final tally.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the third quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
Jackson, that's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. He's in the space past the 25. And finally marked down at the 23. And quickly they get to the line. They go play action with Jackson. And his throw is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Screen play setting it up for Mitchell. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Jackson. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in this third quarter.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And that one gives them a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Ravens 24, 49ers 21. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Well, now how about this return? And he'll be out of bounds at midfield, so a solid return to the 50.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Purdy off the play fake. He's got the hookup downfield to Samuel. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Purdy bootlegging it. And this is caught. Touchdown. Charlie Warner, the second touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead. And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead.
Purdy and the Niner offense, they'll stay on the field. They'll try to go for 2 here. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now Jackson on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Barney, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now it's Jackson. Here's a diving catch right side. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
A gain of 22 yards. And the Ravens first down.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
Picked up by Diamador Lenore. Inside the 10.
He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
This is caught. Touchdown 49ers. Charlie Warner, a 5-yard touchdown.
And the 49ers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, that's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
An extra point try now for Moody.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. This taken in at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara.
From the gun, Jackson.
That's going deep for Bateman.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the Niners are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result.
Purdy's throw taken in by Samuel.
And he'll be brought down in what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he'll have it in the red end zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. Purdy now to throw off the play action. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. Laying himself out in the end zone. And the Niners have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Now M.O.E.T for the PAT. And that one makes this a 19-point game.
Next to score, Niners 43, Ravens 24.
So after the made field goal by M.O.E.T, he's back out to kick this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. His throw incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Report!
Play action. It's Jackson. And he'll just get rid of it.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. To throw is Jackson. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. Down the right sideline.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 34 yards.
And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with a touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
They'll try and run for it with Hill. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for two?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Purdy looking to throw. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are right back in this football game. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front 3, your front 4, your front 5, whatever you've got in front of you to take up all the blocking, allow you to roam and hit. And that's
caught inside the 20. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Going right back to Beckham here, complete. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Here we go, 1st and goal. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Odell Beckham, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Ravens have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Justin Tucker, the kickoff for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see him take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just... That is intercepted! Picked off by Patrick Queen. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Well, my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I've just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your M.O., and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Chase Young in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Throwing, Jackson. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now Jackson. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the 49ers have just about sewn up this football game. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
Let's go.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They go play action here. Purdy. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Niners 1st down. And that ought to be the one that seals the victory. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And the 49ers now going to use the 1st of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the 2nd half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. Play action. Now Purdy. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. On first down, Purdy. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. And taking it to the 15-yard line before it's brought down. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
Yeah, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case,